Hi guys, welcome to my channel Education and Masti. So today we are going to start with the new chapter in chemistry, that is structure of atoms part 1. So in this chapter we will be discussing various topics. So today's topics which we are going to discuss are early theories of matter, Indian Sage who developed atomic theory, here I have written as Indian Sage, and third Dalton's atomic theory, and fourth subatomic particles. So first let's see the earlier theories of matter. So before all this Dalton atomic theory came, or neutron, proton, electrons discovery was there, and matter's discovery and what is actually matter, it was declared. So before theories told something different only. Now we study something different about matter which is real. But in before time, in the earlier periods, it was totally different what we are studying now. So what was the earlier theory of matter? In ancient times, many theories were given about the nature of matter. Empedocles suggested that matter is made up of four elements, that is earth, air, fire and water. So the person who suggested that the matter is made up of four elements is Empedocles. So this person told that in those time matter was made up of earth, air, fire and water. As we also know that our human body is made up of this product which is given here. So this was first declared that matter is something which is made up of these four things. Then Leucippus and his pupil Democritus. You might have heard the name of Democritus, a Greek philosopher. So they both were a Greek philosopher. Pupil means student. So Democritus was the student of Leucippus. So they were Greek philosopher belonging to 5th century. So they were of 5th century. So they both suggested that matter is built up from small particles differing in size and shape. So here the actual thing we got to know about the matter what we study, that they are something small particles which differ in size and shape from other matters of or other atoms of different compounds. So Leucippus and Democritus told us that small particles differing in size and shape. So they told about matter, something real what they told about matter. Now we will see the Indian Sage who developed atomic theory. 2600 years ago he developed atomic theory. So and his theory was also a correct theory, but not that much correct. So an Indian sage and philosopher known as Acharya Kannada, we need to learn this name. This name is because very much important. So the name of the sage was Acharya Kannada. Suggested that matter is made up of indivisible particles called Parmanu, meaning ultimate particle. So atoms. So atoms in Hindi we call them as Parmanu. Okay. Atoms in Hindi we call them as Parmanu. Okay. So they are ultimate particles and they are indivisible. So that time this theory was there that atoms were indivisible particles. Dalton also gave the same theory that atoms are indivisible particles which take part in chemical reaction. But after some research, after some times, atom model concept was discarded because indivisible it was not there. Atom got a new party, means new products came which made atoms, that were electron, proton and neutron. They were new things which made atoms. So first it was told that atoms are indivisible particles. So Parmanu cannot exist in free state. Here we know that atoms cannot exist in free state. It combines with other Parmanu forming bigger particles. So that this one we call as nuclear fusion, what we call that different atoms combine or different nucleus combine to form fusion. So here it is talked about our this Parmanu, that is atoms. So it does not exist in free state. It combines with other atoms for forming bigger particles. Different combinations of Parmanu produce different types of substances, like different atoms. Like if we combine atoms of hydrogen and water, we get what? We get water. When we combine the atoms of hydrogen and oxygen, we get water as our compound. Then he put forward the step that atoms could be combined in various ways to produce chemical changes in the presence of factors like heat. So like we know that when we are creating compound, there are different factors responsible. Sometimes heat is responsible, sometimes Any other factor like humidity and all factors are responsible for the chemical changes. We know that behind every chemical changes there is a factor, as I have taught you in the chapter of chemical changes. There are many factors resulting in the chemical changes. So here also it is talked about one of the factor heat. He gave blackening of earthen pot and ripening of fruit as example of this phenomenon. So he gave some example like earthen pot, blackening of earthen pot and ripening of fruits as example of this type of phenomenon where atoms of different size and shape they combine to form bigger particles and they produce different types of substances when they are combined. And here something let me tell you about Acharya Kannada. So he was born in 600 BC in Pravas Kshetra near Dwarka in Gujarat. So he was basically a Gujarati. He was born near Dwarka. So now we know about Acharya Kannada. So now let us talk about from where this theory came to him. So he was on a pilgrimage to Prayag. He saw thousands of pilgrims littering the street with flowers and rice grains. He started collecting these grains from the street. He was questioned why he was collecting the grains from streets which were discarded by the beggar. He replied that each grain is valuable. A collection of 100 will be a meal for that person. Now, first of all, his name was not Kannada. His name came Kannada when he was called him. Like from that day, people started calling him Kannada means teacher. Kan means smallest particle in Sanskrit. So now he conceptualized the idea of smallest particles. After this thing, when he was started calling Kannada, he started to conceptualize. Means he was starting analysis, doing analysis on the small particles. He began writing down his ideas and teaching them to others. So people called him Acharya Kannada, which was a teacher of small particles. He wrote a book on his research, that is Vaisheshik Darshan. So the name of the book is Vaisheshik Darshan. So this book was written by whom? It was written by Acharya Kannada. So from here we understand that he was a teacher of small particles and also he gave some theories. And he became to known as the father of atomic theory in those period. So in that period he came to be known as father of atomic theory because he told about Parmanu. He means also told something different about Parmanu and that was also correct what we hear in nowadays. So now we will start with the third topic, that is Dalton's atomic theory. Topic is Dalton's atomic theory. So in 1808, John Dalton, an English chemist, proposed the following theory, the postulates of Dalton's atomic theory. So basically one thing I need to tell you is that the theory what he proposed of this thing what we are reading, in this only one is wrong about it, that is matter is made up of indivisible particles called atoms. So that we get to know that he only did one mistake here, that he said that it was an indivisible particle, because now we got to know that it is also divided into 3 subatomic particles which we will see. Now second point is that atoms of the same element are in similar shape and mass but differ from the atoms of other elements. So here we get that the from if we take hydrogen and here if we take oxygen. So the atoms of hydrogen will be of same shape and of same mass, and oxygen also they will be of same shape and same mass. But when we will compare this both oxygen and hydrogen, it may differ in shape and mass because atoms of the same element are similar in shape and mass, but different elements when we compare it with them they are different from them. Okay, both means two atoms, like two elements atoms are not same. Okay. Now our third point is atoms cannot be created or destroyed. So this one we know, this is a famous one, that atoms nor it can be created or it can be destroyed. Now the fourth one is atoms of different elements may combine with each other in a fixed simple or whole number ratio to form compounds. So here we get when we form water, we take the ratio of 1:8. So here we get this fixed ratio. With this fixed ratio, water is being made. So atoms of different elements, when they combine in either fixed ratio or simple whole ratio to form the compounds. And the fifth point, the last point, is that atom is the smallest particle taking part in a chemical reaction. So this is the smallest particle which takes part in any of the chemical reaction, as we know. In this it is given to us. It is the smallest particle. So this was Dalton's atomic theory. Now let's talk about some of the subatomic particles of atoms from which it is made. So let's start up with the last topic, that is subatomic particles. So Dalton's atom models concept continued to hold ground for a long time. Various discoveries and researchers in late 19th century and earliest 20th century established that atom is not the smallest indivisible particle. So here what it is telling, that Dalton's atomic theory, in that one thing was there, that atom is the smallest indivisible particle. It was told in one of his points that atom is the smallest indivisible particle. But the researchers and discoveries in late 19th century and early 20th century proved that atom is not the smallest indivisible particle. So here in late 19th century and earlier 20th century, we got to know that atom is not the smallest indivisible particle, but atom is made up of very small particles like electrons, protons and neutrons. So here what we got to know, that atom is made up of more small particles which are smaller than atoms. Okay, so this is, here you can see a structure of atom, it is given to us. So atom is made up of very small particles. Now here we can see this small, here these are the electrons which are moving around it, and here in middle we can see the nucleus is there, which is made up of proton and neutron here. So here electrons moving around it, and nucleus and neutron and proton are present here. The nucleus is made here, which is made up of proton and neutron here. So here we got to know about what I was talking, electron, proton and neutron. So there are more small particles than atoms. First we were thinking that atom is the only smallest particle. But then we came to know that atom is made up of very small particles, that is electron, proton and neutron. And these three particles are called fundamental particles or subatomic particles. So this we will study about these three and how they were discovered, by whom they were discovered, and all more points we will study about this in the next part of this video. So stay tuned with my channel. I hope you understood this video. So this is it, and thank you for watching my video. Subscribe, like and share my channel. So thanks for watching.